Hello, it's Archie Luxury, and this is the live stream show. That's right, guys. We are here, and we're here to share the stream with you. Guys, we're here to discuss today, why do I dislike independent brands? Why do I dislike independent brands? Good question. Why? Why do I dislike them? And the reason is simple. Very limited resale appeal and value. That's right, guys. You can't sell these fucking things. These independent watches. At the lower end, you got micro brands. Very, very difficult to sell. They use Miyota movements, very rudimentary movements. And nobody fucking wants them. Then you look at the up end. Nobody, have you ever tried sell? This is difficult to sell. See, for me, I need to be able to move in, move out, move in, move out. I just don't just buy something and that's it. I need to get out of the fucking thing. That's the way it works. Okay, we're starting the show. Let's get a few little things happening here because we want this show to be the greatest show. That's what we want. We want good shows. Good shows. That's what we want. So what do we do first? Well, I'll tell you what we do first. First thing we need to do is pin the link. That's right. Why do we pin the link? So that people can jump on. That's right. We want to pin the link so people can jump on. What else do we do? Well, we run a theme. We want to run an intro music. Let's run some music and get the baby off the ground. Let's run that again. Hey guys, I'm back. I just had to get a glass. I had to get a glass because I've got to get my vitamin C up. That's right. I got to drink my peptides. That's right. I want to get my peptides up. Orange flavor, vitamin C. So I already had CB was talking to me this morning. He said, "Why did you cut your hair?" I mean, fuck. I just woke up. I got CB having a go at my $20 Aussie dollars, that is, $20 haircut. He's having a go at me. Why did you do that, Arch? Because it was cheap. That's why. It was cheap. I like cheap. Cheap and cheerful, fuckers. Cheap and cheerful. And now, let's get this show on the road. We want the show on the road. Let me talk to you. You know what? When you talk about independence, I'll show you some fucking independence that I like. You want to see some indies? Let's have a look at some independence. You want to see indies? I'll show. I just did a review on some indies. Look at this. I'll show you some indies. Here you go. Here's some indies. There we go. There's some indies. How's that? Omega indies. Look at that. What do you think of that? Omega. What do we got? 4 Omegas, a Rolex. Okay, they're not indies, but you got Breguets. That's kind of okay. They're owned by Swatch Group, but fuck. So what, man? So fucking what? And you need to be able to cash out of these fucking things. That's what you need to do. You need to cash in, cash out of these fucking things. The problem with independence is if you are not super wealthy, you need to cash out. You'll take an absolute slaughter at resale time. And for me, I need to keep my money safe. I need to keep my money safe. That's the reason, guys. Because indies just don't do it. They don't cut it. They don't. Indie, what is an indie? You're going to have indies, right? Nobody wants these fucking indies, okay? Nobody wants these fucking indies. Nobody wants this shit, okay? Secondhand, who the fuck wants an indie? Nobody wants this shit, okay? That's the problem. Nobody wants this garbage. What are you going to do? Who's going to fucking buy this garbage? Who is going to buy this garbage? That's what I want to know, man. Who's going to buy this fucking garbage? You tell me who buys this garbage. Who's going to buy this garbage? Nobody buys this shit. You know why? It's unfucking sellable. That's why. And nobody wants this garbage. You try indies, right? You a smaller collector. What are you going to do? You're going to buy some of these stupid Microbrands. Nobody fucking wants them. Nobody wants this shit. Okay? Why do I say that? They don't. They don't want this shit. They don't want this shit. Nobody wants this stuff, okay? What are you going to do with these? You buy these fucking dog shit brands. Nobody fucking wants them. Nobody wants them. I'd love to get Jeff on the stream. I'll just send him a link there. You know, remember Rolex Jeff? Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. I would love to see you on the stream and discuss your collection. I'll just send these invites out now. I got to get some punters on the. Who else do we send an invite to? The Zeal. The Zeal is one. Who else? Let's see if we can get Herman Ingram. Herman, come on the show and talk to us because Herman gives me all this fucking advice. I don't need your fucking mental advice, man. I don't need this shit. What I need people to come on my stream. Let's see if we can get. We always send one out to Bear. See if we can coax him on. I had James. James had a good comment yesterday. He was talking to us. Omega's shitting him off. Let's talk the Shovel. Let's see if we can get Shovel on. Donnie Haynes. We love the Hainster. We love the Haynes. He's got some good shit. Let's have a look. Who else? Who else can I get? I'll see if I can get this guy on. Archie Fan. He was a Lovely guy. I met him in New York on the first trip. Love him. Can we get the Clivers on? Let's see if we can get the Clivers on. Can we get him on? Keslow, let's see if we can get Keslow. What's Keslow up to? Mark Goldberg. I'm sending him an invite. We want him. Keslow. I love the Keslow. Hi, Paul. Rolex talk. See if we can get him on. Can we get, who else the fuck can I get on this stream? You know, guys, it's really depends on having a nice audience. The audience is what makes it popular here. I need it. I need a good audience to make the show happy. Can we get JJ on? Can we get JJ on? We'll see. We'll see if we can get the JJ on. Who else can we entice? Let's see who we can entice. Who else we got here? Who we got? I haven't heard from Jackson in a long time. What's he up to? Hoff on Smash. Let's get an invite to him. Hoff, the Hoffmeister. Who else? Just having a look. Hey, we got a super chat. Rich Mitch. Rich Mitch. Here we go. Rich Mitch. Rich Mitch, £2. What do you think of the pink Tudor? Pink Tudor. You know what? I don't mind it. I love it. I love any bit of variety is always good, Rich Mitch. I love it. Something different. It is flamboyant and out there. Fuck yes. I'll send Jaxay an invite. He's not a bad guy. He told me Ross Rachel Brady is crazy. He's pretty on the money there. Just having a look. Saad, can we get Saad on? What do you think? Can we get him on? We can always try. I just got a delivery coming. Just hang on, guys. Work with me. Thank you. Uber Eats. I got to deal with Uber Eats. Uber Treats. Let's have a look here. Look, I got to tell you the truth, guys. I want quality watches. That's what I want. I don't want I do not want indies, independents. What am I going to do with an indie? You tell me, what am I going to do with independence? Tell me this. Let's run this
Come on,
now.
mate, I'm not like the shroom! The shroom! I'm not like the shroom! Answer me call, man. Come on. I'm a big fan, man. Come on. Answer the call, Arch. Love the pontiff! Love the pontiff!
Or how about my friend JJ?
LeCaux. And if you're not familiar with JJ LeCaux, you may not be that familiar with timepieces. But what JJ LeCaux is, it is a manufacturer brand Swiss watch. Now, what manufacturer means is that all of the movement inside of this timepiece and all of their timepieces are handmade in-house. A lot of your big timepiece manufacturers that you're probably familiar with, Omega. Now, Omega started manufacturing their own movements recently, but Tag Heuer.
Come on, guys, help me out. I need some guys to come on. I need some guys to come on the stream. I need some guys on here. We got Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe. $5. Rate. Rank all. It was actually a Patek. It was a Patek 3944. Why isn't that working? What's wrong with my... I'll bring it up. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's have a look. So this is the least, the most fuck off to least. Let's do it. Okay. So I think the best Calatrava I ever had was the 6006. Then I would say the 5296 non-sector, like that. Then I'd say the 5127. I had two of these in white gold. Then I would say 5107. That's my photo. Actually, that's a 5127, but that's a 5107 here. Then I would say, what else did I have then? What else would I say then? The link's not working. Fuck. How's that not possible? We've got a slight technical hitch here. What the hell's going on? Fuck. Is that working now? JJ, I'm just sending you the link. That should work. And then I would say after the 5107, $3919, I own that. And then the least 3944 quartz. And that's actually my photo there. That's my photo. Yeah, there you go. How is that? What do you think of that? I've got messages coming left, right, and center here. Fuck. Unsupported browser. Fuck. No idea, JJ. JJ, it's a StreamYard problem. I don't know what the problem is. StreamYard. I don't know what the answer is. Fuck. Okay, next super chat here. We got Showcase Watches, $10. I'm not a big Microbrand fan, but Christopher Ward are knocking out some awesome watches. I really hate this. I really hate this brand. It's a nothing brand. Look at these things here. Look at these things. Are these Christopher Ward? Yeah. I don't know if it's for me. What do you reckon of that? What do you think of that? Christopher Ward. It's quite a nice looking piece. I quite like it. But it's dog shit. This isn't a quality watch, is it? Christopher Ward are knocking out. I'm not a big Microbrand fan, but Christopher Ward are knocking out some awesome watches. I have one of their GMTs, and it's fantastic quality for the money. I'd go Christopher Ward before Tag Heuer. Oh, I don't know if I'd say that. Tag Heuer, I think I would prefer. Tag Heuer's okay. Tag Heuer's okay. What do I think? What do I think? What do I think? What do I think? I don't know what I'm supposed to think about this stuff. It's a great example of what not to buy. I mean, is it collectible? Has it got any value? Does anyone actually want this shit? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Do they want this stuff? That's the thing, really. Does anyone want this stuff? Do they want this garbage? Do they ever want this garbage? I'm not sure if they really do want this garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage, I'm afraid. I think I'd prefer the Tag Heuer. We got Patek Philippe, $5. See, I hate these fucking independent brands. Bruno, see, this is just fucking garbage. Bruno, it just means nothing to me. Bruno Sloan, Glass shoot. So nothing. What is this? Glass shoot. This is the region. What the fuck is this thing? Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. It's garbage. Versus, see, do you even get this brand here? What's this other brand? Look at this other brand here. He's talking about another brand. Nordisch. What the fuck? I've never even heard. SC Nordic She Instrument. Let's have a look at this fucking thing. Oh, fuck. What is this thing? What is this thing? What is it? What is it? What is it? You know what? $1,200 on eBay. What is this garbage? What is this stuff? It's a nothing. Would you rather have an Ebel or this? I'd rather have an Ebel, Tan. What do you do with this independent garbage? Independent indies. I don't mind the rose and the blue. Look at that. Fuck! Patek Philippe, $5. Show us your favorite version of the Dracut Dross Grand Seconds. Here we go. How's this one, Tan? My favorite version. Look at this. How's that? Grand Seconds. Do you like it in the blue? The classic. Is that a minute repeater version? What the fuck is that little lever there? Fucking hell. This garbage doesn't mean anything to me, you know? Garbage. It's garbage. These watches are absolutely... See, for me, independence is wearing this. That's an indie. That's an indie. Jaeger LeCoultre Master Compressor. Do you like the Master Compressor line? That's a lineup of indies. That's independence. That's what I like. Independent watchmakers. Oh, Mark Goldberg's coming on. Thank you. Mark Goldberg has to restart his router. Rooted router. Then he's coming on. What do I think of these indies? I fucking hate them. Mr. Bark, $5. I prefer my Seagull 1953. See, that's a Seagull 1953. Fuck. I think it means 1963, but hey. Look at this. Chinese shitters. See, I can at least respect that. It's cheap and cheerful and nasty, isn't it? Cheap, cheerful, and nasty. What more do you want in a shitter? What more do you want? We got another super chat here. Patek Philippe. Thoughts? He's really pulling out all the stops there. A Habring Perpetual. Dopo. Let's have a look at this fucking thing. Let's have a look at this baby now. Let's have a look at it. See what you guys think. Harboring Perpetual Dopo Blue. 35,000. Ooh, what do I think? 35,000. See, 35,000. You know what? That's what I paid for my world time. I mean, it's amazing. Bang per buck. Yes, it is. Independent Austrian watchmaker. So this is a Perpetual Doppel. 43 mil stainless steel, silver dial. Now, I paid the same money for my I paid the same money for my world time. What would you rather have? See, the world time. Now, this is the thing. What the fuck? How do I get out of that world time? Easy. How do I get out of this? Impossible. Would I get my 35,000 back? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I wouldn't get it back. And that's the whole thing. This is the whole thing, guys. It's terrible. It is terrible. Here we go. We got my good friend, the world's greatest dog trainer.
Gentlemen, I use that term loosely.
How are you?
I am very well. Thank you for.
Hello. Hello? That rooted router. Rooted router. I might get you to turn your camera off, Mark. See if it improves the bandwidth. We got rooted rotors, rooted routers.
I have a rooted router. Hopefully that will not happen again. Here's
Okay.
hoping. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, Marky. It doesn't matter. Okay.
It doesn't
matter. And I want to say this to you. Oh my God, what are you wearing today, sir?
I know. It looks, call it from a distance. What do you think? Just a quick flash. What's it look like?
Tudor.
It look like
Omega?
a Tudor. Could be a sub. Could be something. Could be an Omega. Which would put it between a $5,000 and $10,000 watch. But here, let me put this up large and in charge. And let me clean off. I'm going to use
It's a Seiko.
No, sir. It is not a Seiko. Look very closely. Can we see? It is a Tusano. This is a Microbrand. This is only a $600 watch. But if you look deep into the dial, notice the sandwich dial.
Yes.
And the date hidden in the 6 inside
That's
the
sort
sandwich.
of those unedible sandwiches you have at like a wake or a funeral,
I feel like you should love this,
or a divorce party. You have those sandwiches that go around with processed meats in them and pickles.
Double dome crystal adjustments on the fly in the bracelet. Look at that. And everything is loomed. The sandwich, the hands, the bezel, everything is fully loomed. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing for this money. Designed in Sweden, manufactured in Switzerland. It's beautiful. Calm down. All right. Thank you for letting me show you my beautiful new acquisition.
Tans, put the topic up. Why do I dislike independent brands? Now, before we do that, let's just pull up one more indie. Groenfeld chronograph. Now, these are really expensive. Okay.
Or John Mayer. Well, we're gonna go. I'm going with what I can pronounce. That's me.
And I got to be honest with you. Here we go. Have a look at this, guys. This is what they are. Beautiful watches. Or the John Mayer. What are you saying, John Mayer?
It means the Rolex.
The Rolex. Yes, I'd go even though I don't even know who John Mayer is, I'd go Rolex.
Well, apparently he's a singer.
Actually, the funny thing, I can tell you, I'm a watch nerd. I'd never heard of John Mayer until I saw the Houdinki article.
Yeah, I never heard of him either until then. But here we are. All I know is it's a Rolex. It's got that beautiful green dial. It's probably $30,000-$40,000 down from its high, and I can pronounce it. Whereas the Groenfeld chronograph sounds more like something that somebody would be yelling at me as I'm trying to get on the cattle car. So yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted. Satan's kitten is parading around in a state of complete naturalness. Yeah, here we are. I'm back.
I got to tell you there, Marky. Oh, we got a super chat here. Rich, 2 pounds. What's your sandwich style? Sandwich style means it's layered. It's called a sandwich because it's got layers. You've got the bread.
Pairings.
the butter, you have the lettuce. It's layered. It's a layered dial. That's what you mean, isn't it, Mark? Is that as they explain it?
Yeah. Look, the black dial has got holes drilled in it, and underneath that is the white.
So it's like you have the bologna. There's a little bit of a hole in the bologna.
Hey, the only bologna.
Processed meat, the canned processed meat.
I feel like the bologna is all over this channel, but that black dial is the top layer, and then the processed meat, as it were, underneath that is that white, and there's a, I don't know, a couple millimeter drop. So the disc underneath the black dial is loomed, and so the loom is coming up through the hole, and you can kind of see the depth from this angle on those hour markers. So what it does is it gives it some architecture, some structure, some depth. That's all. Just makes it for a more interesting dial. Panerai do a sandwich dial that I like a lot too.
Many makers, the sandwich dial, it just gives it that extra different layers. It's a layered dial. Now I got to tell you something.
Super chat.
Mr. Goldberg, we've got another super chat here. We got two. We got Rich Mitch. Ah, cool. Thank you. $2.
Right on.
And here's a good question here. Philip Dufour duality or a Yachtmaster's Falcon Eye? You know what? I really love the Falcon Eye.
Can you show me that? I don't even know what it is, but isn't it Philippe Dufour? Isn't that how we would say it?
Philippe Dufour.
Copster wants to know why I don't have
it's the duality. The duality. Look at this here. Look at this. It's just a very, very. See, I don't even really particularly like this watch.
Well, you should. It looks exactly like 5 Pateks that you used to have. Sorry to bring up sore topic.
Yes.
It's like very, very similar except for the offset subdial. But you know,
Rolex Falcon's Eye.
Well, Philippe Dufour, I think, is for the true enthusiast, not the horologist like you and me. We really want a name that we've heard of and some value retention as opposed.
Now, Marky, I want to ask you something. Where have you been? You've been away. What's been going on? Update us, please.
I don't know. Like things have just been super busy around here, I guess. And plus, and I had to start cooking. So this is like a little bit about my personal life. But Satan's Kitten will eat like 3 things. Most of them are on the child's menu, at any major chain restaurant. So because he's such a pain in the ass about food, and he wants takeout every night, for several years, well, 5 years at least, I've now just done the same thing. Why cook? There's a restaurant. The problem is that the restaurants fill the food with crap. So my doctor has told me that I am 1 step away from the diabetes, like 1 step. And so I got to eat healthier. So I started cooking. But that meant that I had confusing things to do. Let me ask you something, Arch. Have you ever been in a grocery store?
Yes.
Do you know what to do in a grocery store? Like besides milk. Okay, let's say you're going to get milk and eggs, fine. You're in, you're out. But let's say you're supposed to stock up on a week's worth of groceries. Like, do you know what the fuck to do in there?
What you need to do is this. Okay, I understand where you're coming from.
Help me.
What you need to do is plan your meals. It's called meal preparation. For example, let's go through some healthy options for you, okay?
Yeah, and then I'll tell you what I had for dinner tonight. It was good.
I would say, one good meal would be a piece of porterhouse steak and some.
I do like that, but you can't eat that every night.
Well, one night.
Yeah, that's good.
The next night we could do gourmet pizza.
Can you explain?
Gourmet pizza.
Wait. You better explain to these cretins. Some of them don't know what a porterhouse is. I do. But
it's just
I'm not
a cut of steak. It's a cut of steak. That's,
yeah, but what distinguishes it? What makes it special?
It's got a little bit of fat on the side.
Nah, you don't know either. The porterhouse. Correct me if I'm wrong out there in peanut gallery land, guys. But the porterhouse steak is comprised of the strip, the New York strip, and the fillet on one piece of meat. So instead of separating them and creating 2 cuts of meat, it's got both. It's one piece cut with the fillet still intact. So it's a beautiful.
Hello, we've just lost our Goldberg. He was talking about the porterhouse steak. So why don't we get this up on the screen? Porterhouse steak. We'll have a look. There we go. So there you can see there, and the porterhouse. It's. You can see this is a T-bone, and this is the porterhouse steak. That's why I said I had a little bit of fat on the side there. We'll wait for him to come back. Maybe we've lost him. Our Goldberg has been lost. See, this would be a great meal. Look at this. Look at this. Now, maybe if he's away from diabetes, keep the butter, the garlic butter off that. Potatoes and some beans. That's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I don't think you were showing a porterhouse. I see a porterhouse in the third row down center.
It's a porterhouse. That's a porterhouse?
It is not. That's a strip. Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I can see. It's got the fat, the fat there. See there on the edge?
That's every steak in the whole world. That's a New York strip. Look, keep going down. Keep going down. Okay,
that's
stop.
A T-bone. That's a T-bone.
I don't know. It looks like a porterhouse to me.
T-bone. Oh, you say okay.
That was a porterhouse. I just read the caption on that one. That was the porterhouse. The T-bone is something else. Okay. That's a porterhouse right there. That is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful, and I do like a T-bone too. But I'm just a ribeye guy. The problem with a filet mignon is it's very soft, but it's not as intensely flavorful. So it's for ladies. The filet mignon is for ladies and Satan's kitten.
So tell me, so what I'm trying to say is what you need to do is plan your meals. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm a little more spontaneous. I'm not used to planning.
You are right. When you eat out, they add a lot of shit to it that you don't need. The condiments and
it made me fat and gave me diabetes almost. So they add fat, salt, and sugar. And not only that, but how many French fries can you eat before you get sick? I've eaten tons of them. I'm sure I can eat out again, but I just have to rein it back in a little bit. Not every night, every night of my life. So here we are.
And okay, good. We've got a super chat here, Mr. Bach 2R AC3. You need to taste our Brazilian picanha steak.
Picanha. Okay, I love a Brazilian steakhouse. Beautiful plate. The Brazilian steakhouse. Who do we got? We got Shot, whoever that is. Shot.
Hello.
Ooh. Hello.
So we'll go Brazilian picanha.
Picanha.
Ooh, that's what they are. They look tasty, don't they?
With some chimichurri sauce.
I am diabetic.
Are you?
Hello, Shot in the dark. How are you?
It's all carbs, right, Shot? Rule number 1, got to watch the carbs, I'm thinking.
Yep, stay away from any and all starches. No potatoes, Archie.
Yeah, that's true. Shot, do you know about a pasta called Dreamfields?
No.
Look it up. Dreamfields, one word, Dreamfields pasta. It is, and I know this from my friend who's diabetic and checks his blood sugar after every meal. Dreamfields pasta is a differently formulated pasta that you would never know. It's not just ordinary pasta, but it will not spike your blood sugar. So if you miss pasta, check out Dreamfields and just try it and then check your blood sugar after. Just see what happens.
Well, the thing is, Mark, is that not every vegetable or pasta or whatever affects a diabetic the same.
Yeah, that's true too.
See, like me, I can eat pasta.
Oh, well, that's good.
It sends me up and then right back down again.
Well, that's good. What's bad for you?
Corn and potatoes.
Oh shit, that stuff is so
It's a
fucking
starch. Is that right? Shot?
good. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I
love
live in
corn.
Illinois. I throw whole cobs of sweet corn right in the microwave. 4 minutes, peel it. And you don't even peel it. You just throw it in the microwave for 4 minutes. It steams in its own stuff, and then you peel it and just dip it in butter, and you're good to go. Fuck.
You don't, the butter is going to kill you. The butter is going to kill you.
No. But butter's good for you.
The butter won't kill me. It's the fucking corn, according to Shot, and I believe he's right because it's starchy. Unlike you, of course. Starchy.
The fats are not the problem. The fats satiate you.
Right there. See there? It's, and then fruit, strawberries and blueberries. Okay. Orange juice, oranges.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Leave the juices alone.
Yeah. But the whole fruit, strawberries and blueberries seem to be okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just fucking me up trying to like learn all this and actually put it in practice. So I'm sure you remember.
You know, if you want to talk to him about it, Rancher's got my number.
Perfect. Actually, Rancher turned me on to this shit. Rancher has me drinking these smoothies for like 1 to 2 meals a day.
Right.
He likes the Kachava ones, but I got the one called Huel, and I gotta say, it's just a 400 calorie protein shake. But by the time I'm finished with it, I can't eat for hours. It's just super.
That's the idea.
Yeah, hours. I can't eat for hours.
I've got down to I'm doing OMAD, so 1 meal a day.
Now, what is that?
1 meal a day.
Are you satisfied? Like, when do you eat it?
Yeah. I eat around lunch.
Around lunch, and is it like 2,000 calorie lunch? I mean, what are you eating for like calories that'll hold you?
Meat, some vegetables, stuff like that, and basically, like you say, you eat your usual. The problem is our calorie intake. Every meal is like 1,500 calories.
Well, but yeah, if you do that 2-3 times a day, you're
right.
Which is what I think I did. Shot. What? Don't you go low if you're only eating 1 meal a day? Aren't you low in the morning?
No.
See, I think a lot of people would be low with a type 2.
The thing is that we've trained our bodies to be high for so long that by the time you realize, well, crap, I've got diabetes, I've got this metabolism problem.
Yeah.
And you can live on 1,200 calories a day, no problem.
Oof. Listen, I probably should be living on 1,200 calories till I drop.
I said you could. I didn't say you wanted to.
Yeah, no. But after that, we'll turn into skin and bones. Look, Archie's gone. Let's look at the Archie office. Let's have a quick look, guys. Now,
so
you can use your own cursor to like zoom in there. See if you see anything good. I'm particularly intrigued by these curtains. They're covering a window which looks to be about 6 inches high, and that. Oh, I see. That's an air conditioner there, guys.
Yeah,
that's a window aircon.
Yep.
And what's next to it? What's that thing next to the aircon, Archie? Not to the left on your side. To your left. What is that? No, up on the wall. Up right over your hand.
Calendar.
Yeah, what is that?
That's
is that a nudie calendar?
It's a tie rack.
What is it?
Tie rack to hang ties.
Oh, it's a tie rack. What do you get dressed in that garage?
Yeah,
Have you been sleeping there? Have you had to sleep out there?
Something like that.
The doghouse.
Super chat from Patek Philippe. I'll put it up on the board. You just read it.
Please play the vid I sent you your WhatsApp. Thanks.
Let's take a look.
So no. I do pretty good, Mark.
All right. Well, being careful like this, I'm likely to lose some weight, which I need to. I was starting to get bitch tits. It's time. Ooh, flag. Jesus Christ.
Oh my word!
I'm going to vomit.
Hey, that's
Is
so
that
cool.
Yeah, fumble, flag on the play. I'm glad you didn't die there. It looked a little disturbing. And are you combing your hair in a different way there and today?
Oh no, I had a cheap haircut that went a bit. They cut it too short because I was bitching about the price, and they said, "Oh, we can fix that so that you don't have to come back as much."
Oh, good God! Because it has entirely changed your look.
And you know what, Marky, I've gone grey since the theft of my collection and the death of my son. I have gone grey.
I feel like you need to grow it back out, and also you should sue them because it really changed your look a lot. It looks now like you have a mohawk, and you never looked quite like that. But all right, nonetheless, you won't have to pay more for a while. Get a flow beat and do it yourself.
What do you think?
Looking good. How's the weight loss reboot going? I just started mine.
Yeah, we're working on it. Hey, Shot, I got to ask you something. Shot, one of the good things is you live by yourself, don't you?
Right.
And one of the good things about that is, see, my house, the fucking kids leave salted caramel biscuits in the kitchen and, snacking. You go, oh, fuck, I'll have one of those.
Well,
I bet they hate it when you find their cookies because you wipe them out.
I look after my mom, and she still cooks, and so she's in that 1950s mantra of starches are good for you.
Yeah, not you.
Yeah.
Of course, you're only eating once a day. Does it upset her?
No.
All right.
Not anymore, anyway.
Archie, do you think you could do Shot's diet plan and eat one meal per day? Or would you start that meal at 8 a.m. and finish it at 8 p.m?
Look, I think the funny thing is, Shot, you're actually, by doing one meal a day, it's that fasting period too. You're not, the worst thing you can do is have a big meal before you go to bed.
Oh, yeah. Mark, when I was first diagnosed, got on the medicine and everything else. And in 3 months, I lost.
Pills or injections?
Pills.
Okay, well, that's better. Super chat on the board. On the board.
I lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, I bet.
In 3 months.
That's my goal. Although 40 would be too much for me. If I lose 40 pounds, I'd be down to like junior high school weight. That would not be cool. But I would like to lose 10, 15 max.
So let's have a look here. We've got the watch hangout, $2. Arch, did you ask for the Gomer Pyle haircut? I just went there and trim short, and it's okay. Look, it's okay. It is what it'll grow back. You know what I mean?
Did you have the Gomer Pyle television show in Australia? Did you have that?
Yes, I love that show. I love Jim Neighbours.
Okay.
I love Jim Neighbours.
I'm pretty sure his hair was substantially longer than yours.
Yeah, I love Jim Neighbours. Is he alive still?
Oh my God. No, I'm sure not. And he was a singer and he was flamingly gay, but he was actually more of a recording artist singer than even an actor.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
And he grew up in Alabama.
Who knew? Goober.
Yeah. It's
once he basically left acting, he moved to Hawaii.
We got some advice from Herman Ingram. He says, The worst thing you can do is eat constantly. Fasting gives the internal organs a chance to rest. Is that true?
I feel like my internal organs should be doing sit-ups, push-ups, crunches, and all kinds of exercise all fucking day long, digesting the food I put in there all day. How you lose calories digesting? What resting is not good for your system. If you keep eating, your stomach is working, and that uses up calories. Just saying. You know, you can't. If you lay around, you'll get fat. The only reason I'm not really fat, the only reason is because I walk dogs a lot. So, you know, I'm doing 10,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
If not, I would be huger.
No, just get rid of the carbs, get rid of the starches, all that mess.
Well, that's where I'm kind of headed. I eat an awful lot of bread, cake, cookies, crackers. So
Get rid of all that shit.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. I started doing that already. Although I need to go find keto-friendly crackers, which is to say crackers that aren't loaded with carbs. So I'm going to go to the store tonight because I like cheese, but I want to put it on something. And I've been putting it on cucumber slices, and that's making me feel pathetic.
I love cheese. God help me.
I know I need something crunchy.
Very, 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 very good point.
Yeah.
I got to tell you
You bet.
something. You know, Shot, how is your health going now? Tell me this.
Oh, doing good.
You're happy with everything?
Pretty well.
Tell me this. I want to ask Mr. Goldberg something. Mr. Goldberg, can I ask you an opinion, please?
Try me.
You don't need to answer in my favor or somebody else's favor. You just answer the truth. Okay? We want to hear the truth out of your mouth. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Like a bracket. Who would I have sex with? You or Federico? It's like brackets.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Shot. I just heard Shot groan. Oy. All right, what's the question?
Okay, so you have a choice, okay? I'm going to bring up a choice. And Shot, I'd like you to pine in afterwards, okay?
Here we go.
60, low 60s, okay? You have a choice.
That's quite a budget.
It's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
So you could have this one watch here. It's a Patek. It's a new release for this year with that color combination. Baguette diamonds. Blue dial. You have a choice of this one watch.
Yeah.
Or
here we go.
Instead of the one watch. Instead of the one watch, you could have
22 like 10 tutors.
You could have a collection. What do you think of this size? So this is what the question is, right? We're talking value. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm very much a value punter. I'm very much a value shopper, Marky. You know me very well. We've known each other for a long time, and you understand the value equation. You are very much into value, aren't you? You know what I'm saying?
Comes with the territory. But tell me, we're looking at this one slightly gay watch, and then but it's beautiful. And what are my alternatives?
Okay, I'm just pulling it up. Give me.
Pull it up.
One moment. I'm just pulling this up.
I want to know from Collection Invest if that bread you're talking about is low carb or if it's just healthier. Because sprouted shit is good for you compared to non, but like if it's still super carby, it'll kill me. All right.
And also Mark is eating real food and staying out of the middle of the grocery store.
Oh no, that's 100% right. I realized the last 2 times I've been to the grocery store, everything was an actual whole food item, like a cauliflower, a broccoli, meat, eggs. In other words, there was nothing that goes into the microwave or
Right.
it wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't like me. Everything I'm eating right now, it's very new, but it's like grown somewhere on a farm or they kill it. It's not made in a science lab. That's new for me, but here we are.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm definitely taking this.
Yeah, I'd rather have a collection.
Well, Shot, here's the thing. If I get this collection, I'm gonna, I'm gonna give you that open heart zenith, and I want you to forgive me in advance because I do like you. I don't want you to take it as an insult, but the zenith is not allowed to stay in that box. But yeah, of course I would take. Of course I would take this box.
Now that's the thing. That's the thing that we were actually just looking at. This here's with OC, our good friend OC. He bought that beautiful white gold Patek, brand new.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And just coincidentally, I added up what did I pay for this 6 pieces. Now they're not perfect. The Patek, for example, has service papers. It doesn't have. There's a few little. There's some issues.
We don't wear the papers, and it has service papers, so we know it's real and it's been serviced. That's all you need.
And to be honest with you, that's the thing. It's the same, almost the same money. And I admit his watch is beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful watch. What do you think, Shot?
It's nice, but wouldn't you really rather have like a different watch for every day of the week?
I'd definitely take a collection.
Yeah.
Over just that
Tell me
one
this.
watch.
I'm starting to get really affected mentally by everyone constantly criticizing my JJ Lecoute, the master compressor.
Oh no, I like it a lot, actually. That's
you like it a lot?
Yeah. No, I do.
Talking about this watch in the corner
Yeah, I know which one it is. It's a big manly
Mm-hmm.
watch with plenty of horology. It's the watchmaker's watchmaker, and I think that people don't like it because it's like a dive watch and it's big and brawny, and they only like the Reverso. But I way rather like that master compressor much more than any Reverso. Way more.
Yeah, it's an amazing chronograph. It's a column wheel, vertical clutch. It's got all the important, and this watch here is kind of a little bit out of fashion now because what happened was they had these big. Remember the watches went really big? Well, this is at the peak of that, but it's really big in gold. Like that is
JJ Lecoute.
JJ Lecoute.
That's right.
But Marky, I want to ask you if people constantly criticize it, can you see how I would start to lose the flavor for it instead of really loving it?
No, I disagree. You should just start liking it more because it's different.
Yes.
How can anybody hate on a giant chunk of JJ Lecoute gold? Come on. That's stupid. That's like hating on the Rolex Yachtmaster too. It's especially in gold. It's a giant chunk of Rolex gold. You can all go fuck yourselves. If it's not to your taste, don't buy one. You probably can't afford it anyway. That's an amazing watch. And you could wear that one in the ocean, unlike some of these other ones in your collection. Hey, you got a super chat you should look at.
Mr. Bach, I thought so-and-so wore a Lange, but it was a gold Hugo made by a watchmaker in Munich with a JLC movement and reverse. Well, look, what does that mean? I don't know. That guy's a evil son of a bitch. That doesn't mean anything. So I don't even want to answer that question out of respect for him being a son of a bitch.
Out of respect for the dead. I wonder what Eisenhower and Patton wore. That would be interesting to me.
Yeah, I got to tell you something.
They wore little tiny watches then, like 32 millimeters, real small watches.
Yes. It was a different fashions then. It's their fashions.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, my 36 would be monstrous by comparison.
A 36 was considered like when I bought my first Rolex, which was a 34. 36 was like kind of like a standard in the 80s. 34, 36. Yeah. Anything over that was
I want to ask you something, Marky. Do you get pushed by people's opinion, or you a very independent sort of guy?
I feed on hate. Hate sort of like makes me feel bigger and better and stronger. So if you don't like what I have, you can go fuck yourself. Or I hope you have something that you like, but this is what I like. I'm really not interested in other people's opinions. And I'll tell you why. Because once and only once did I buy a watch because I was supposed to like it. I was supposed to have it. I was supposed to be a big watch guy. So I bought a steel Daytona pre-ceramic. And I hated that watch. I never bonded with it. I couldn't. I took it to Paris. I wore it all over the world trying to get used to it, and I just hated it. And so I sold it off. And that's when I learned. It doesn't matter what other people like. It just matters what you like. Weirdly,
that's a good
ceramic Panda I love. I have a Daytona now with ceramic, and that one I like quite a bit.
And that's why I bought the 36 date chest. Everybody said, "Oh, you need the 41, the 41, the 41." I said, "No, I don't want the 41."
It's classic, especially depending on your wrist size. You know, if you don't have an 8-inch wrist.
We got a super chat here. P. Clen, $2. The JLC is dog shit. See, this is how they're having a go at me, Marky.
Yeah, well, I don't know what. First of all, I don't really care if P. Clen has an amazing collection or not.
That's like consulting Herman Ingram for advice on happiness. He's a miserable fuck. Why would you do that?
Exactly. I mean, look at that watch. You know what I mean? It's this beautiful giant chunk of gold. It's a thing of beauty. So who cares? I want to wear watches that most people aren't wearing. Probably the reason why of my subs, my favorite one is the Hulk. Not that a lot of collectors have a Hulk, but in the wild, you're never going to see a Hulk. Black subs, yeah, those you see. But a Hulk, you're not. Bluesies, you'll see. But a Hulk, you're just never going to see it. Starbucks, yeah, common. Hulk. I mean, I like the weird stuff.
I didn't like the squared off case of that generation.
You're talking about the super case. And yeah, a lot of people complained about the lugs, that it was too squared up. I really like it because even though it's only a 40, it just takes up a lot more wrist. And I don't know about you. See, I have this big flat wrist, so I kind of need something to, take up some real estate.
My wrist is flat also, but I mean, shit, I'm down to 160 pounds now, Mark.
Well, that is a problem. You're going to have to beef up so you can wear a big watch.
I did beef up. That was a problem.
Okay. Well, how heavy were you at your heaviest?
220.
Wow. And how tall are you?
But he's fairly short. Shot in the dark is not a tall guy.
You're 5'7", 220, and now you're 160. That's an amazing accomplishment. You did great. Yeah. That's good on you.
And my A1C went from 12.3 down to 5.2.
Oh, well, then you're not even diabetic anymore, unless it's the metformin keeping you under 6.
Yeah, it's the metformin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, got it. I'm not on metformin, and my A1C is like, I forget what they call where the line is between pre-diabetic and diabetic, but I'm on the line. And
about
6.5 or something.
About 6, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, if I get one more A1C in that range, they're going to put me on metformin, and it'll be just because I'm weak and stupid and have no willpower. So I'm trying hard.
Yeah, meat is your friend technically.
I like meat. Meat likes me,
meat
but
your friend, but not fatty meat or lean meat or no.
No, don't go lean meat. No, you need the fat.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
what you're trying to do is stay off the glucose
Yeah.
and
Cake,
get into
cookies,
get into
pasta,
keto.
crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I threw away a whole and beautiful coffee cake when I got that
Oh, shit.
when I got that blood test. I just bought a coffee cake and I was so mad. It was so pretty and I had to throw it out because anyway, Archie, I don't know. I don't think you should really worry about what other people think about your watches because
No, don't worry about it.
they're your watches. It's nobody else's. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, do you? That's the thing, really. You got to go with what you like. It doesn't matter what other people.
That's right.
This hobby, many people put their nose in where it's not wanted.
Well, for example, the first thing that you said was that it was a sandwich filled with processed meat.
By the way,
Garbage.
what make
A
this
forced sandwich. It's called Tuseno. Tuseno, Tuseno. And you said it was like a divorced sandwich. But see, your hatred.
Those sandwiches you have at funerals, with that bologna and a little bit of pickle. You think, oh my God, who would eat that?
We don't have that at funerals. At funerals, we have coffee and cookies, but they have those sandwiches at the luncheon afterwards if you go to that.
Mm-hmm.
Here, coffee, it's a pretty standard operation.
Okay, Mark. People give me shit about my Steinhardt, but my Steinhardt has a 2824 movement in it.
The reason that I personally hate Steinhardt, even though when you touch one, wear one, feel it, right, they're surprisingly well made. I mean, they're right, very well made. So there's no question that it's a good watch from the technical standpoint. But what kind of bugs me is how Gerhard started the company, which was with pure Rolex knockoffs, just blown up 1 millimeter to distinguish them as his. But he had no design ethic at all, and that just that's what bothered me about that company.
Well, I mean, I also go back to how many different ways can you make a round dial?
A lot of ways. Look, Archie's got a box.
No, but I mean, you understand where I'm going.
I do. But what he did was he just went Rolex because people.
I know. But the reason why I bought it is I wasn't sure whether I would like, mechanical movements.
Oh, I like quartz movements too. I really like it. Yeah, I like
it. But that one had the movement in it I wanted at the price I wanted.
Yeah.
Which was $500.
And it's well built.
And I have beat the living shit out of that damn watch.
Well, you could beat a G-Shock even more, but the real point is I think that it's a well-built watch that looks good. Yeah. I just had a problem with the philosophy of the company, not the product.
I get that. I didn't buy it for the philosophy.
I'll tell you something. And I hear you. It's a lot like the philosophy of Squally. People hate on Squally. What's wrong with it? Well, because it's kind of a made-up bullshit backstory.
Oh yeah.
But and they've had a lot of quality control problems, but they have 1 or 2 watches out now that are not horrible.
Right.
So haters.
Yes, but it doesn't make them great, but does it?
No, it doesn't make them good. But I probably have, I don't know, maybe 20 good watches in my collection, like good, like not shameful. And then I probably have like twice that many that are garbage, but I like them. And I wear the garbage way more just because it's fun.
Yeah.
We have a question. Archie, the boys are asking your personal weight these days.
You know what? I'm actually going to be taking some. I think. The thing is, you've got to. I lost weight and I put weight on, and I'm just in a really bit of a funk with just a few things that have gone on in my life, and I'm just trying. I'm actually hoping to reset during the tour. I'm doing a tour. I'm going to be driving.
I have a quick question. For Shot. Shot, did you hear him answer the question or not? I'm just curious what you heard there.
Sounded like one of those politician answers.
He kind of did. We're looking for a number, Arch, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Shot and I have both revealed our chubbiness. I need. If I don't stop, I'm going to get a bra.
It's one of those. We'll
No,
get back
I
to
got to
that.
be honest with you. I don't. I'm going to tackle that once I come back from the tour.
Guys, if we get a significant super chat, I bet Archie would go into the bathroom, drag out the scale, and put the camera right on that scale. What do you think, Arch?
No, I don't feel like it.
I
don't feel like it.
Well,
No.
let me just tell you, I feel for you. I'm starting to fight the good fight, but the hardest part is starting. It's starting to behave is much harder than actually eating well. So just starting is the hard bit. That's all. You can do it. And you might think about if you have any tapeworm 2000 left. That was never a bad idea.
It's been very difficult.
Tell me about the drama. What's going on in the Archieverse? Unfortunately, I've missed everything. Anybody do anything horrible lately?
Horrible in the Archieverse? No, I've just had. Look, it is what it is. I went to the UK. That was a nice trip. That was a really good
fish and chips.
No, believe it or not, I didn't. I had a little bit. I ate a little bit of someone else's fish and chips. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. Yeah.
See, that's the first thing I would have over there, I think.
It's all frozen. It's frozen. Just 20 pounds for frozen fish. Do you want to do that?
No, it's cheaper here. I mean, and good, depending where you go, but there's a lot of good places near me.
Oh, I love catfish.
How bad is that batter on fried fish, Shot? I mean, can I eat it or no?
Oh, you can.
All right. It's better than like a loaf of bread, right?
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Because like I buy a baguette and I eat the entire baguette in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 3-foot long ones.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Pasta.
It's by the way, it looks like the Olympics, the opening ceremony was a disaster. It was raining.
Oh, the soccer guy got his Rolex stolen. Did you hear that story?
No.
Oh shit! Just Google it. Soccer Olympics Rolex, and it'll come up. The guy, I think he's either the coach of some team or he's a star in the soccer Olympic. I don't know. Guys in the comments, tell us what happened. But he was targeted. They actually stole
Rolex diamonds.
Yeah, they took his whole suitcase and it had $500,000 worth of stuff in it, including Rolex.
Holy shit!
Yeah, diamonds, all kinds of goodies.
A Brazilian footballer had a suitcase worth €500,000 stolen in Paris during his visit to Paris for the Olympic Games. Why would you put your Rolex in your suitcase?
That's a pretty good question right there. I would handcuff that suitcase to my fucking wrist.
I mean, if you're going through several different terminals to get where you're going.
Right. What do you check it? What do you do with it?
Yeah, they check them when you enter a different country.
I would. Can you imagine checking a suitcase stuffed with €500,000 worth of stuff? I don't know. I want it on my wrist. One time they wanted me to take off my Rolex to do to put it through the X-ray, and I made them pat me down instead. I was like, hell no, I'm not taking it up. Pat me down, which they did. It actually was such a good pat down, I felt like I should have tipped.
Terrible stuff, isn't it? I mean, what can you say about that? That is just awful.
Yeah,
and
you know how awful.
You can't think stupid, but you sure can make it hurt.
It's what can you say there? It's pretty nasty stuff. Yeah.
Just get,
it's
get your health on the right side there, Mark.
What's that?
I said, get your health on the right side.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm gonna do it. I'm just lazy. I don't like cooking, but I kind of have to come up with some easy things to do. So I'm working on it.
Yes, you don't.
Look up glycemic index chart.
Yeah, I Google everything now before I put it in my mouth. You know, so far so good.
That'll give you an idea.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
Who the hell is ringing me? Let me just check this.
Why the hell do you have that ringtone? You know, like the.
Yeah, that's Christmas music.
Right? Makes me want to pirouette like the little girl and the ballerina in the jewelry box.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's JJ LeCoute.
Nothing
Probably
important. Yeah, nothing important there. The Zeal was sending me a gag there. He said it's Tim, the guy I fucked over at BMW. You gotta love the guy, don't you?
Mm.
I got to tell you something, Marky. The watches. Do you ever use the watches? We'll put this on speaker.
This is a message from the guy you fucked over at BMW. You are a piece of shit. No one wants that shit arse car of yours. We don't even want it for trade. You come here and get free food and expect us to lick your arsehole, you nasty, shitty arse. We tried to give you a deal. And you don't want it. Well, go back to doing your shit-ass YouTube videos, you fuckface talking shit about me and fucking garbage. Video, you don't know anything at all. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Hello?
Super chat.
There we go. We got a super chat. Patek Philippe, $5. Somebody on the panel, please text Don to come on the show and display his newly bought Ducati, paid in cash.
Hold on.
Add. I will send Donnie an invite.
Right.
I asked him to come on the other day, but he didn't.
No. All right. What can you do?
Come on the stream and talk Ducati. Is it 2 C's in Ducati or 1 C? I think it's 2 C's.
All right. Well, here's a picture. Hold on. I'll show you the Ducati. There you go.
Ooh, nice bike.
Yeah, it's a beauty. She's a beauty, Clark.
Yeah, boy.
Hold on.
Wow.
Want to see a video of it? Here. I got a Don Haynes video now. Hold on. Here we go. He's got the cup of coffee.
Time with Don. Don's time.
Or is that a tea? It looks more like a cup of tea. Tea with milk. Too much milk. Ooh, we're getting a good look around this thing.
Tea is also better for you, Mark, than coffee.
You know, you just want to ruin my life.
Donnie just came back and told me it's got 1 C. 1 C. 1 C. It's Ducati. Ducat. Oh, I love the Beamer. Love the M4.
I just said better. I didn't say you couldn't have your coffee.
Try not to show his license plate.
Okay, I was just sending him the link. We'll see if it comes on.
Yeah, that's something.
I must admit, Donnie has got some beautiful toys. And toys is what's important to have in this world. We only have...
Yeah, women only last so long. You know, but toys are forever.
But she would have done anything. Can I please have a she would have done anything, Marky? Please, can I get that from you?
She would have lowered herself in a Taiwan basket and spun. She was so angry at you. And the reason that she was so angry at you was that she really liked you. Like, I found that kind of impossible to believe until I talked to her. In fact, I thought the whole thing was a gag, but she almost came through the phone and choked me out until I calmed her down a little bit. And that's when I realized he wasn't kidding. I mean, Archie does have women, and some of these women get a little crazy for him, and that one sure did.
When he's not around men, he's probably kind of charming.
Yes.
How large? What is your wrist size, Mark?
7 1/4.
Mine's around a 7 1/4.
Yeah. See, we're kind of similar. I don't know. Could you guys hear Satan's kitten? He was screaming from downstairs.
Yeah, I heard something.
Well, he was screaming that Archie's kind of charming when he's not around men.
I see. I see.
But do you understand?
I'm just trying to entice Donnie to come on. I said we got Mark G and Shot on the stream. Perfect for you to join us.
Perfect timing.
Shot, tell me this. You've been single for a while now, haven't you, Shot?
I'm dating, but yeah.
Okay. Does that help with the weight loss itself there, being single? How do you find that? I find if you go dating, like whatever they eat, like if they like a cake, let's have this. You think, okay, I'll have a piece. But it's so easy to put weight on, no?
I want to know where do you meet them? You hang around the Walmart parking lot in a van, or like where do you meet women?
Oh, just a little bit anywhere.
Like Walmart parking lot. There we go. Just let me give you one little tip. All the women at Home Depot are lesbians. Just take that for what it's worth.
I try to stay out of Walmart as much as humanly possible.
No, I said Home Depot. That's where you got to be careful. Don't pick up any women in Home Depot because they will run away with the neighbor lady.
At that point, I probably wouldn't care.
Maybe they'd invite the neighbor lady only, which could be better.
That could be interesting.
Archie, have you ever? Let me see if I can phrase this delicately.
Yes.
In all your times in Thailand and all the wild and crazy bit of mongering that you've done, have you ever had to pay 2 joiner fees instead of just 1? Let's put it like that.
2 joiner fees instead of 1.
Have you ever had to pay 2 bar fines instead of just 1?
No. I'm actually no. I have not. I have not.
You have? Well,
I went back there. It's not the same anymore. It's not the same. It's not the same.
What's different? Besides the prices.
I think it's maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just old,
It's not exciting anymore?
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got another call here.
Uh-oh.
Your BMW sucks dick, you deep, nasty, foul mouth, shit eating, dirty Bangkok hooker, pussy licking, dirty shit. This is fucking Tim from BMW, you motherfucker. You want to fucking complain? Who the fuck? Are you a fucking nobody? Complain? Who the fuck? Are you a fucking nobody?
Thank you.
If that's your friend, I hate to see your enemy.
Nobody?
Hello?
Are you a fucking nobody?
He loves you.
Are you?
There we go.
Love you a long time.
Some of that computer
That's not bad,
generated
is it? I got to tell you something, Marky. We got a super chat from CB's just come in. Archie's BS of the night. All independents are a waste of money and opening ceremony a disaster. Come on, big boy. Come up with a third one. I love my JLC!
Well, speaking of which, there's a super chat to that exact point.
What do you think? Super chat. Where have you been? Ryan J. O'Fray, $2. The JLC is crazy and a fantastic watch. True to self.
I don't know. Does that satisfy CB's, lust for the third, mega BS statement? I don't know. I don't think it does because you've been saying, that the JLC is good. You're going to have to do better than that come up with something better. Pressure's on. CB will be monitoring the show all night long until he makes a third crazy statement. And Ryan, thank you.
Yes, sir. I was going to say goodbye to somebody.
Uh-oh.
See you later, Dave. You go now. See you later. You got your stuff? Yeah. How come? See you later.
I started wearing more dress shirts and stuff like that, so I wanted something that was going to be a bit smaller and not hang on the cuff.
Oh, I think I got a... Donnie Haynes has come back. I can't get on. I tried 4 times. It's all screwed up. I can't log on. What? We're having a problem walking on through YouTube. Fuck.
Well, it's not too
Something's
hard.
wrong with... I think it's to do with iPhones. People can't get on.
Computer.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. You know what? Might be something. We do have a lower than normal audience right now. Normally we have a bigger audience listening than this. I wonder if there's a problem.
Unfortunately, it's outside my control. I can't magically fix things.
Well, that is true. If there's an issue with YouTube, that would explain the body count.
Only 80 people watching?
Right, and there's usually over 200.
Yeah. Weird.
Maybe it's you and me, Shot. It could be our fault.
It's the old fogey talk with the
Yeah, we might. You know what? Next up, Shot, I'm going to ask you about your last colonoscopy results.
It's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. Actually, it really isn't because you just go to sleep and then you wake up.
I know, but yeah.
Oh well, it's a pain in the ass beforehand. That is.
Yeah, drink all that shit.
My doctor said I was so clean you could literally eat a plate of spaghetti off my colon. She thought I was.
No thanks. I'm trying to quit.
Indeed you are. Is Archie here? I can't see him. My screen is all froze up.
Yeah, he's there.
All right, come on, Arch, do something. It's your show. Come on, man.
Hey, keep it going there. Keep it going there. We got a super chat here from Patek Philippe. Roll pages regulator a detente versus a Simon Brett chronometer artisans. Yes, show them, big boy. Show them, big boy.
Patel, where do you even come up with this stuff?
Patel's got some taste now.
I mean, yeah, but these are like watches nobody ever heard of. I mean, I'm sure they're super well built indies, but
that's why he knows about them. It's because they're not your standard fare.
I guess, but who's going to pay $50,000 for something you never heard of? You got to be angry at your money to be spending it like that.
I gotta hate your money.
I'm so angry at my money. I'm going to spend it on bullshit.
Oh, we've seen this one before. Yes, he's got some very good taste. Let's have a look at this here.
I hate my money so much I have to repair my house.
I remember this. Look at this. It's got that blue sub-second. Look at that. What do you think?
That's the single hand.
Where is Mike the Snake?
It's a regulator because it's got the hours at the top here. Single minute, seconds. Does that do anything for you?
To quote a mutual acquaintance, it does less than nothing for me.
Can you see it? Because I can't see it.
Oh, no, it's coming up. I guess bringing it up now. Chronometer artisans.
Why can't you see it, Mark?
Ta-da. See, I mean, you can admire it for being nice watch.
Yeah.
Nice work. they've done on it. But would you ever want one? See, I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to do or be. You know what I mean? Like it's.
The previous watch was definitely not my speed.
Super chat.
The previous watch was definitely not your speed.
Yes.
We got a super chat here. Let's have a look here. We got CB, $5. Let me call the third bullshit. AC3. Archie JLC is in the same league as OC's 5396G. Well, it's not far off it. It's not far off it.
It's not far off it. Are you looking up the Patek Philippe stuff that nobody ever heard of that we should look at because he paid your money?
Yeah.
So this is it here. This is the Simon Brett chronometer. What do you think? Artisans. What do you think, guys?
Better picture would help.
Let's have a look at the website. Fuck, what is it? What is that dial?
Actually, I kind of like that one.
Yes. So how much do these fuckers go for?
I don't even want to know. Thank you very much. It scared the shit out of me.
See, the problem is, how would you sell this sort of stuff? That's the question. See, I need to get out of. I need to.
The problem
These are for people who are rich enough to keep this shit.
And then I wouldn't have a place to live. You know? When you'd have to sell your house to be able to buy it, you wouldn't have a place to live. That'd suck.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Where'd Mark go? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm having to fart around a lot with the Wi-Fi to make this work tonight. I mean, that's beautiful, but so what? Like, how much is it? Who's going to buy it when you're tired of it? Who's going to service it when it breaks?
Yeah, that was
going to buy it when you're tired of it. That's exactly it, Mark, isn't it? This is it. It's all about we need to get out of stuff.
I mean, it is beautiful. You look at the gear on the right-hand side, just even the shape of those teeth. It is a beautiful thing, but how do you get out of that thing?
Yeah. It's terrible. I got to be honest with you, Marky. We got another super chat. Patek Philippe, $5. Roger Smith Series 2. Now, Roger Smith, very well respected English watchmaker. Would you want one? Do you want one of these, Marky? Chunky monkeys, handmade chunky monkeys. Do you want one of these?
That is a lovely watch.
Versus Rolex Rainbow Daytona. I would go Rainbow because we're hype. We like stuff that's sellable, don't we? Well, we like to be able to get out of. How would you sell this thing?
Very carefully.
We got Mike the Snake is joining us. So, I mean, the Roger Smith is a beautiful... See, I don't even... You know, you could tell me this watch is $1 million and it doesn't... I don't know. It's... We got CB, $5. Not far off from it. It's the fourth one, Arch. Thanks for the bonus BS. I guess you are on a BS roll tonight.
Well, this gold watch in the pictures, at least from afar, looks pretty.
Have a look at what does this fucking thing go for? What's the price of this thing? $1.5 million.
Oh yeah, well, hell, I'll buy
Well, that's
two.
independence.
I'll buy a spare.
Yeah, no shit.
But see, does that mean anything to you, this watch?
Not at 1.5 million. It just gets like completely
It's
discounted.
1.15, just under 1.2.
Regardless, if it's over 20 grand, it's like like not even up for consideration.
Oh, this is the prototype one. This is actually a very special. It's a prototype.
Oh.
Mike,
Mark,
Mike,
hey buddy, I missed you.
Mikey, how are you?
How you
Man?
doing, my friend?
I'm good. Dealing with some shit internet tonight, but other than that, I'm good. Oh, and Mike, the diabetes is about to get me, just like you.
Oh, really?
The diabetes. I'm like right on the line.
What's your A1C?
Like 6.5.
Oh, okay, well, that you're pre-diabetic.
There you go.
When you get to 7, you officially have diabetes.
No,
That's when they.
I'm trying not to go official. I'm trying not to go official.
Yeah, don't go official. No, did they give you metformin?
No, not yet. So I'm hoping.
Well, that'll be what they give you when they like feel like doing something about it after they find out that you're not going to change your diet or change your ways, and your A1C stays high or goes higher. They'll give you metformin. That should do the trick.
That should do the trick.
In my case, I had already had it for years before I even realized I had it. So when I got diagnosed, I had it really bad. So I went straight on to insulin and the whole 9 yards.
Mark dropped off.
Oh shit. Well, I hope diabetes didn't get him.
No. Bitches loud the internet.
He was complaining about the internet.
Yeah, he said he was having problems with the internet. You know what happens to me is I accidentally right-click at when I'm not looking, and I'll right-click on something funky on my screen, and it'll send my screen into some like format that's not my normal format, and then I can't fucking recognize where to find things or how to negotiate my screen, and it takes me a while to find my way back home.
Mikey, how you been, man?
I've been okay. Enjoying the stupendously wonderful weather. The last day, yesterday was hot, but today's nice and like 75 degrees out. I'm probably going to go for a ride in my Porsche later. And then next
would you
week,
like to go for a ride on a Ducati?
Oh, you bet I would. I'd love a ride on a Ducati
you miss
right
that?
now. Oh, like you don't even know. Dude, I'm a motorhead before I'm a watch guy. I raced motorcycles and cars since the age of 15. You know, like when I built my first hot rod in auto shop in high school, and I had my first two-stroke street bike. It was RD 400 Daytona Special, 1979. Fucking crazy. And then I got into racing two-stroke street bikes out at the racetrack, RZ 350s, and yeah, love them. Ducati, I always lusted after them, but then later in life I was actually able to buy them. And boy, there is.
I would like to have a
owning.
Ducati in my lounge room, Mike.
Yeah,
I want a 900. You know, the big road bike, racing road bike, street bike. You know, the big red one
yeah.
with the green
They're all,
decal.
a lot of them are bigger than that now. But yeah, no, a Ducati makes a great centerpiece for your.
You know,
living room.
Triumph has a
Absolutely.
V6 motorbike.
Is it a V6? I know they make some huge monstrous engine bike.
Monsters! They're monsters, Mikey.
It's like 3 liters or
Not
something.
in the dark. Have you ever been a motorbike man?
Me?
Shot.
No.
They're dangerous fuckers. You know this?
You know, Triumph made a bike, and I think is making a new bike with the rotary engine. You know, the Mazda rotary Wankel engine.
Yes.
They made a street bike, a race bike with the rotary engine, but it was banned after a year or so because it was just deemed too dominant. Because for its size, it was able to make like 3 times the power of the other bikes, but it sounded like it sounded like absolute, a symphony coming out the tailpipes, man. Just fucking, they revved so high. Rotaries already sound kind of crazy, anyways, but the Triumph rotaries sounded really good.
Here we go. We got a super chat here from Patek Philippe, $5. Here we go. Here's a good question for you guys here. And the question is, Richard. Now, I love the Richard Lange. Richard Lange, Pua Demetra, Tourbillon, Tourbillon, Le Bleu Plus. This here, let's have a look at this thing here.
Well, Richard
Fuck,
Lang
it's
poured a
beautiful. It is
Mérite.
absolutely beautiful.
Pour means four in French. So for le mérite, for le mérite tourbillon or something like that in French.
Actually, it's beautiful.
Wow, that is. It's fucking gorgeous.
Versus a Patek 5208R, and that is a grand complication minute repeater. Fuck me dead.
I like the first one better.
This is like super duper expensive. You know how fuck this. The price on this baby, $2 million.
Oh well,
$1 million.
I'll get 3 of those. They're fun to look at, though. It's always fun to look at shit, and check out what you'll never be able to, own, and when you might be lucky enough to hold and witness in person, which is actually a thing. It's actually kind of cool. It's not as good as owning it.
And kiss and sniff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as good as owning it, but like to get a ride on a Ducati and say you've ridden a Ducati is like, it's not as good as owning one, but hey, you rode one, you experienced it, and
I got a special treat for you boys. I got a special treat, full screen. We're going to look at this. Is from Donnie Haynes.
Ooh, nice. This is a Street Fighter. Those things are wicked.
Yeah.
Those things are wicked. Woo. Yeah. I was debating between a Street Fighter and my Hyper Motard, and the only reason I went with the Hyper Motard is because of the more upright, easygoing riding position. This is still more of a race bike without the fairings.
There you go. That is Don Haynes. That's Don, and he's got the airbag jacket to go with it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they've made a lot of progress in safety with motorcycles, Archie, because, a broken collarbone is probably the most common bone breakage in motorcycle racing, because you fly off the bike, you hit the ground, you break your collarbone. That's that's how so many stories have gone. So they've come out with these new riding suits that have a nitrogen canister connected to them and like a G-force detector, and as soon as they detect a wreck or something like really abnormal like movements, they poof open and your shoulders pop open, and your around your chest pops open and around your spine pops open, and it's like an airbag suit, and they're very effective. Very cool item.
Amazing stuff, Mikey. I got to tell you something, guys. It's very, 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 very dangerous. These things are dangerous, you need to be careful. And I got to tell you something. The reality is, bikes, cars, they're all dangerous, but you can make more mistakes in a car. You've got more time.
You know what blows my mind, Archie, is you watch racing all day, and every race car has to have a 5-point seatbelt. Meaning over both shoulders, connecting in the center, right around your belly button, then 2 up like a regular seatbelt, and then 1 up from the center over your crotch. Okay? You're strapped in. You can hit a wall at 100 miles an hour, like race cars do all the fucking time, and just snap out of it and jump out of the car. Okay? Now, if they put 5-point seatbelts in every car sold, I bet you, like, automotive crash deaths would go down by like 90%.
Well, should they also put a roll cage in a car, all cars as well?
They kind of incorporate the roll cage into the structure of the car through the design. Through the corrugated metal and how they designed the roof structure.
We had to ask there, which watch did you like? Which watch did you like? This is the. We got T-Dubs joining us. Hey, T-Dubs!
I like the first one, the Richard Lang.
How you going, Arch? What killer are we on now? Motorcycles.
What's up, T-Dubs?
The biggest, the number one killer of. Hey, Mikey. How you going, buddy?
Good.
The biggest killer of motorcyclists in Australia. You know what it is?
What's that?
Kangaroos.
Let me guess.
Kangaroos.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking A.
Yeah, mate. Kangaroos, the roos, mate. Tell you what.
There's a bunch of videos on YouTube of
car drivers
where they jump out in front of the race cars and they sent 40 feet in the air. They total a race car and themselves.
Yeah. You ever seen those blokes that they're walking around, they've got a bit of a limp? They got one leg short of the other. It's usually caused by a motorcycle accident.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They lose half of their leg arch. They lose half a pin.
I got a friend like that.
My youngest boy, he said to me once, he said, "Oh, Dad, I might get a motorcycle. and learn how to." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay. Well, you might as well go and play. Put one in the chamber and spin the barrel, and hope the hammer doesn't hit a loaded chamber."
Yes,
it is.
That's what it's like.
Mess, but at the same time,
an SUV driver didn't yield, and he ended up underneath the car and burned to death.
Oh fuck! Yeah, there's all kinds of horrible stories, man. And then I've talked to other people that have been riding for 35 years and never even had a close call.
There's two types of motorcycle riders, T-Dubs.
Sorry,
there's those that have had accidents and those that lie.
Yeah, that's true, mate. Exactly.
We got to ask the panel. Do you prefer this Patek or this Lange? Give me one. Which one do you want, Mike? Lange or Patek here?
I'll take the Lange. I like this one, the white one.
I'm fine.
You're talking this sort of money. There's a lot of other things you can get. When you're talking this sort of money, that's ridiculous money.
Right now, we're just talking about these two. That's all.
ATW.
Between these two,
which one would you go for? The Patek or the Lange? I'd go for the Patek.
I
love it.
Ooh.
So I just wanted to tell you, Arch, I went to the Chinese buffet yesterday with the youngster, with the big money. We had a big feed, mate. We had a big feed down at Aussie Fair.
Yep.
Big feed.
Thanks, Arch, for having me on. Good to see you, TW.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Shot. You don't go, Shot.
$5.
You got to go.
Archie, just hang on 1 minute. Archie, Mike the Snake and Dog Train, a proper panel to talk about independence. And Mike the Snake's thanks for keeping us informed about your health issues. We've got Secret Uzi Money, $2. AC3, pull up a Patek Philippe Calatrava 3468. Let's get this baby on the screen.
Who do we appreciate?
I think it's just a vintage. I think I had something similar to this. It's just a simple two-hander. Just a simple two-hander.
Arch, I like the old Omega pipe hands.
Oh yeah, I love those. The old pipe hand. Yep.
Now you're talking shot. The old pipe hand dial. Beautiful,
Yep.
mate.
Yep.
Get a
Styling.
nice example of that. Give a nice example of our Seamaster pipe hand dial.
Yep.
Nice
Take
watch.
care, guys. Take care.
Take care, shot.
See ya.
Thank you, Shot, for coming on, man. We love you. We've now got. I got another super chat here. We have got Patek Philippe $5, Ferrari 330 GT shooting brake versus Lamborghini Espada. Ferrari
Pull 'em up, Arch.
330. Sorry?
Pull them up. Let's see pictures of these.
Shooting. Yep, shooting brake. What the hell is this? Fuck, I never seen one of these before. It was customized by Vignelli. Vignelli. Fuck.
Huh.
No, this is a Ferrari. This is a 330
This is a Ferrari?
Ferrari.
It's like a Ferrari station wagon.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea.
No, amazing thing, but and compare that to the Lamborghini Espada. I think the Lamborghini Espada, that's one of my favorite Lamborghinis. I love the look of these.
Oh yeah, you know the both of those two different cars kind of have a similar humped back end. This one's a little more aesthetically pleasing.
We got a super chat here. Secret Uzi Money, $2. T Dubs is back. AC3, do you prefer leather boots or suede? Run a poll. I think I prefer leather. Suede is a bitch. If you get oil on suede, they're fucked. Suede is a
delicate.
Suede, I think,
easily marred.
Suede, you know what I mean? You get oil on suede, it's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over.
We'll run a poll, start a poll. Do you prefer leather or suede, SUEDE boots? Okay, so we got leather.
Whew, it's an easy one. I'll be right back, Arch. 30 seconds.
No, that's okay, man. You do that. Getting the poll going now. We got the poll running now. And we got another super chat here. Mr. Bark, $5. Archie, does a basketball player need to have class to wear a Patek, or is dribbling enough? It makes no difference. Whatever they want. Perfect time. We've got another super chat here. Secret Uzi's Bunnies, $2. AC3, Lambo or jet plane? Compare HP. Run poll. Compare HP. What does he mean? Horsepower. AC3, Lambo or jet aeroplane? You know, the problem with jet aircraft is you've got to maintain the fucking thing. I would say Lambo. And you know what my favorite Lamborghini is? 3500 GT. This is my favorite Lamborghini. Actually, 350 GT. Sorry, 350. This here, look at I love the headlights. The headlights on this Lamborghini here. I love the headlights, the way it's done. I think that's a fantastic way to do it. Love the headlights. I think the gunmetal grey one is 1965 Lamborghini 350 GT. Look at that. Fuck, that's a beautiful car. 1965. And we've got let's check how our poll is going. How's our poll? Yeah, leather. Leather seems to be winning there. We got T-Dubs back on. T-Dubs, how are you?
Now I'm back. I don't know what happened then. Lost comms.
That's okay, man. What's going on?
Just sitting in the sun, mate.
Oh my God. What is this car? This thing's gorgeous. The silver car.
This is a Lamborghini from 1965. This was kind of their very early cars.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is my favorite Lamborghini. Favorite.
I could see how that could be. Absolutely. It has a little bit of the Aston Martin look about it. A little bit of Mercedes look about it. A little bit of MG or Triumph TR6 look about it. But it's Lambo, and it's.
Well, the funny reason you say Triumph is because they used Italian designers. They often used some Italian.
Remember the Stag Arch? The Triumph Stag? The Stag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember the Stag?
Stag.
Yes. Yes. You know, Fiona MacDonald had one of those.
Did she?
That car is just off the hook beautiful. My God.
That's that's Agro, the one that was the show on the show. Agro. Was that her? Fiona MacDonald? Channel 7?
Jackie and Fiona. Jackie, there was two sisters.
Jackie. Yeah, Jackie. Oh, I remember Jackie. Yeah. Jackie MacDonald, yeah. Yes. She had a Stag, eh? She had a Triumph Stag. I love the Stags. Red. Beautiful, the Triumph Red.
They had a lot of overheating problems. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. Yes. What year is this one, mate? This is a 66, 67 Lambo?
Something like that. That's where my heart lies when it comes to cars. It's in the 60s for sure.
You still got your Duke, Mikey? You still got your Duke?
No, he sold it.
No, I sold it to get my Porsche.
Oh, you sold it. Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of a double move because with my medical conditions, I shouldn't really be riding. If I go down, it's just over, So it's good that I sold the bike and I'm not riding.
Do you miss it?
Oh, dearly. I miss riding dearly. I've been riding motorcycles my entire life.
Yeah.
With the exception of my left turn bad period, there's never been a time that I have not had at least one motorcycle.
Yeah. There's nothing like the sound of a Duke, is there? It's got a real distinct sound. The Ducatis.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't miss them.
And you get a nice one with the proper exhaust on them, and oh my God, yeah, they're music, especially the brand new ones. The V4 Panigales or those things. When you rev them up, man, they sounded like a scalded cat. They sound wicked. They just and they're 200 horsepower, man. It's just like. How can they? America's the only place you can buy them. They like Japan and other countries have like CC limits and horsepower limits just because, but America's all just about more, So,
Really? they can't. They don't sell them in Japan. What? Have they got limits on their?
Yeah, Japan has, I think, has a 750cc limit. I might be wrong, but I think that might be the case. But I'm not sure. But I know that the Ducatis are probably my favorite motorcycle manufacturer.
Yeah, I had a cousin who nearly lost a foot on a 1000cc Suzuki back in the 70s.
That's a problem. You would unless you wear all your gear every time you get on your bike, meaning tall riding boots, like riding pants, not jeans, and a full leather or just a one-piece riding suit and boots, you're totally vulnerable, especially your feet.
Yeah, those new improvements they've made to the gear, Mikey. You know, with I know what you mean with
the airbags. Seen the airbags?
The bags and everything, yeah. And they've made lots of improvements, you know, because of the GP, the
Let me just catch up here, guys. Lambo or jet plane? What would you rather have? I see the jet plane. You got to maintain the fucking thing. I'd rather have the car. The car would be enough expense, don't you think?
Well, that particular Lambo.
Well, you want to have a good. If you've got a jet, mate, you've got to have a good pilot. So
the jet plane is just out of the question, man. The maintenance costs and everything per year to own one of those and have a pilot fly you around, and the annual costs, and then if you happen to time the engines out or fly it enough to time the engines out, you know, they're $1 million an engine to recondition. It's like
what's the most popular bike in the States now, Mikey? Is it it's still the Harleys? Is that the most popular?
No. There are a lot of Harleys in my area because we have a Hells Angel chapter, and they're just if you're a real biker and you really know your shit, you're on a Harley. Otherwise, people will buy the
what about
other
a BMW, Mikey? They make some amazing bikes.
They do. Yeah, no, they're I forget. There's S1 1000cc race bike is, you know, when it first came out was beating all on the racetrack. It was beating all of the new bikes, you know, everything. It was an inline 4. Sounded just like any Suzuki or Kawasaki, basically. And those things were screamers.
They make good endurance bikes too.
They still make them. What's that? What'd you
endurance
say?
Bikes, Mike. The BMWs.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, they make the parachute, you know, what I call the parachute to car version, you know, which is the one that had the huge tank and, you know,
the big tanks. The big tanks for the
race and the big guards around the front and the raised suspension and everything. They were made to, you know, go across the desert and every kind of terrain you could think of. And that was the parachute to car version. That's just what I call it. Today they got some other name for it, but yeah, those are super duper cool.
Just one tick there.
What's happening with the 930, Mike?
I got to catch up on these super chats. So very quickly, we've got the poll running now. Do you prefer leather or suede? 74% said suede. Sorry, leather. And start a poll. Would you prefer Lambo or a jet plane? Let's see what they say. There, we've got that poll going there for our audience. Please,
the genuine Scotch, mate. The leather shoes.
Now.
Genuine Scotch,
and then we've got another
pair of them.
Chat here. Patek Philippe, $5. Ulysses Narden, Hour Striker. Let's bring this up. UN Hour. Ulysses Narden, Hour Striker. Here it is. Fuck. Okay. Versus blank pane repetition minutes. I got to tell you something. You know what, guys? I would go for the blank pane repetition minutes. Let's call that baby up. Yeah, I'd go blank pane, more traditional. That's my cup of tea. We got Secret Uzi Money, $2. AC3, this versus that. Please explain. Run the poll. Okay, we'll come back to that. MX5NC, $3. What is your favorite Luxo barge? You know, actually, I tell you my favorite luxury barge. If I had, I've actually thought about this, guys. I have really thought about what is the best car in the world for me. You know what I decided on, guys?
Mercedes.
So I started off. No, no. Luxo barge. So I started off. I wanted to get a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Ferrari. Then I say, now I want a Lambo. Then I say, hang on a minute. That's going to be unreliable. Let's go for a Porsche 911. Can't afford a 911. Let's go for a Boxster. Then I sat in a Boxster and it's fucking, I'm too fat and it's too low to the ground. So then I say, hang on, let's scrap that. Let's go Bentley. And you know what's better than a Bentley? We'll go Rolls Royce Dawn. Then I think, hang on a minute, this is going to cost a fortune to service. So you know what the best?
You get a Continental, mate.
You know what the best car is for me, don't you, T-Dubs?
Hello. Yes, mate. Go.
I tell you, I've had a long think about it. This is my dream car.
Yeah.
BMW. That's right, BMW. I want to buy this secondhand. This is it here. An 840i. This is a Luxo barge. Cabriolet.
Mm-hmm.
Cabriolet. What more do you want than this? That's it. That's all I want is a cabriolet.
In white? That's Arctic white, is it? Arctic or pearl white? What's that white?
I think it's pearl.
Hard,
you know, the thing is, what more do you want than that? What more do you want than this? Seriously, what more do you want? Look at that. That's it.
Your cabriolet?
This is it.
You see yourself in a cabriolet, huh?
That's it. That's it. That's it. Cabriolet. Favorite Luxo barge, because this has got the 6-cylinder straight 6 turbo. It's like it would be very expensive. I didn't say it'd be cheap. Next super chat we got in is Patek Philippe, $2. Mike the Snake, would you take Archie's Gold Explorer 2? Sorry, Mike the Snake, would you take Archie's Gold JLC or an Explorer 2? Good question. What would you take, Mike, if you had a choice?
Jeez, that's a tough one because I'm not a real big fan of the Explorer 2, but that's the one I'd take probably.
What's wrong with the Gold JLC? That's actually a lot more money.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I got it, the reason I'd get it would be to translate it into something I wanted more.
Ooh, okay.
So
there we go.
That was just an honest answer.
So why do super chats work from cell phone with no debit card attached to account? Because I think it uses your Google phone or your Apple Pay account. That's what happens there.
It'll come up on your phone bill.
We got Herman Love, $2. Hell's Angels aren't what they used to be. Is that right? What are the Hell's Angels like, Mike?
I couldn't really say.
They're pretty good guys. They're all right.
Really yeah, no.
Most of them are okay, aren't
you? For sure.
Most of them are hard-working blokes. They look after their families. You know, they look after each other.
Yep.
The only time you get bad press is when you get one. You know, the media is the biggest fucking problem with the clubs. They jump all over any bad press. You never see the media cracking on about the good things they do.
No.
That's it, Mikey. I don't have much. I haven't really been in. I honestly, I was always scared of bikes. T-dubs. I was always scared of bikes, but apparently,
Yeah.
I think the best experiences you can have is a good bike ride, isn't it? Really.
Arch, did you get this super chat from Patel? Are you a fan
I'm,
of
ca-
Josh?
I'm catching
Higgles?
up. Catching up
Oh,
here. We're catching up. We got Uzi
okay.
$5. This money doesn't even exist. I think it does, but okay.
What's that? Who's this? What?
I
The
think
money?
it's
What
tried.
doesn't exist?
Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes there.
I love the wheels on that 840 or whatever, that BMW, man. Those wheels are
We
sick.
got Patek Philippe $2. Are you a fan of Josh Ang's artwork? Are you? I don't even know who Josh
Hagel.
Agel. Do you know who that is?
No.
I never heard of it.
Me either.
What are you going to do, Archie? You got to trade up.
Oh, yes,
trade
yes,
in, are
I
you?
do. I got a book on that. Yes, I do. I love this sort of artwork. This is like 50s, 60s. Shag. That's right. I think Dirk Diggler sent. Oh no, it wasn't Dirk Diggler. It was the guy who wants to get the FP Jones. What's his name? Rich.
You know
Rich.
that top right?
He sent me. Yeah, I love that. I love that artwork. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it.
The top right picture
GB
posted right now is like indicative of the living rooms of the houses as I grew up. They looked a lot like that. That's
wow. We got a super chat here. GB 20 Mex. Mike the Snake, how old are your 930s rubbers? I think he means the tires.
Yeah, no, they're definitely out of date for sure. They're fine for driving on the street, but by the time I get to the track, it'll be reshoed.
Mikey, I found a star pattern on one of the tires of my car. I'm gonna get it. You know, a star split, like a star split.
Oh yeah, you bet. Absolutely.
What does that mean?
It's kind of the new popular racing wheel style.
No, I mean on the tire, the rubber, it's split in the middle of it. It's got a. It looks like I've gone over. I've got to get it fixed on Monday.
Oh, you've got a star split on your tire.
Yeah.
You need a new tire, mate.
On the sidewall?
No, in the middle.
Oh, you must run over something really big. It might be patchable. Just depends on how big the damage, how much damage was done.
Now I'm going on a road trip. Would you fix it before you went or after?
Before.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's only probably $20-$30 to have them pop the wheel off and put a patch on it if it's fixable.
It's a run flat butt, Mikey.
Well, then you may have to get a new tire. I don't know the internal structure of run flats. I think they have like vertical rubber ribs inside of them to kind of act like air when you run out of air. And that's why you can continue to drive on them. But it also would probably, unless the hole were centered perfectly between those inner ribs, it'd probably be hard to patch. So I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Sounds expensive, Mike.
Yeah, well, run flats suck anyway. So, I mean, that's the first thing I'd do if I get any car is chuck the run flats and get real tires, put them on.
You know, manufacturers like run flats because they don't need to put a jack or a spare.
Exactly. And
but that's just
you know what they do though? They let half the air out of the tires for your test drive, so that it gives this really nice plush ride. And then they air them up for when you drive off with it, and you're stuck with this harsh, ride, back breaking ride over every bump and pothole. But that's just the nature of run flats. They're like rock hard.
We got another super chat. How old are your rubbers? So you said they're probably a bit old. Have you even checked them?
Well, I know the car. They're probably at least 10 years old on the car.
You don't want to replace them, Mike?
Right now, no. I mean, they've had air in them, so they're not like they haven't been creased over, so there's no cracks in the sidewalls or anything. But they're aged out. I mean, tires
We got
haven't
another
aged.
super chat. CB $2. Mike, how old are your other rubbers?
Those well, you know, I don't hang on to them for long enough to like really check their age. I go through them so quickly.
I reckon you were a bit of a player in your day, Mikey. When you were younger, you were a player. You're a bit of a player.
Oh, I was a horn dogger. Yep. My
Yeah,
main,
horn dogger, mate.
my main objective straight out of high school was pussy, and
Yeah.
pussy.
Yeah.
We've also got a little
That's
Dave.
Californian girls, Mikey. The Californian girls.
Mike the Snake,
Oh,
can
yeah.
you give a shout to my friend Mel and Gil?
Mel and Gil.
Mel
There's
and Gil.
probably some joke in there somewhere, but yeah, sure. Hi, Mel. Hi, Gil.
So when are you doing this, Arch? You're gonna do the road trip and then you're gonna trade up, or you're just looking at the cabriolet. You're gonna get the cabriolet, are you?
T-Dubs, I don't have the money to even keep my existing car, yet alone trade up.
When he wins the lottery, like
Yeah,
me,
I know, man.
yes, of course.
T-Dubs,
he's
I
gonna
don't
go
have.
buy that car.
I want to get out of my car. I want to get out of it. I want to get rid of it. Okay.
Why do you want to get out of it? I told you it's a beautiful car.
I can't
I
afford
told
it.
you that when I was in the back of it,
I
mate.
can't
I said,
afford
keep
it.
it.
T-Dubs, I can't afford it.
But you kind of went into that knowing it. I mean, you knew that going in, what you were going to have, and so it's kind of like one of those. If you do have to get rid of it, you're just going to have to bite the bullet, or just keep it and enjoy it, man. Buy an extended warranty.
Yeah, keep it and enjoy it, man.
Buy an extended
exactly,
warranty.
Mikey. Buy an extended warranty, Arch, and just keep it and fucking enjoy it.
In America, they come with a 40,000-mile 4-year warranty, which pretty much covers every fucking thing, everything, right? You have, anything. You just take it in, they fix it. But you can also buy aftermarket extended warranties. Basically, they're expensive. They're $3-4 grand at least, but they will pay for themselves with the first repair that you may come across.
We got another super chat here. GB20 Mex. Mike the Snake, you don't want to end up like Paul Walker. Who is Paul Walker?
Paul Walker's the blonde-haired guy in Fast and Furious. He's very famous.
Fast and Furious.
He was killed in a Porsche Spider, I think it's 918.
Yeah, the Spider got him.
But he wasn't driving. It was some director said, "Hey, hop in my car. I'll give you a ride." And the guy couldn't drive and wrapped them both around a pole, and the thing caught on fire. And I think he was killed more by the fire than the car crash. But I've driven.
T-Dubs, super chats have gone pear-shaped.
Not really. They're coming in, man.
Uzi,
Not
send
really.
us if the super chats are free, send me a $500 one. Uzi, if the super chats are free, send me a $500 one.
Yeah, make it go from pear-shaped to sweet 24, 30, 36, 24, 36 shaped. That's what a $500 super chat would make it the shape.
Yeah, the Spider, Mikey, those Porsche, they're they're handling it. You've got to be really on your game, haven't you? You got to be on your A game driving one of those.
A 911, and well, especially the older
Yeah, the one.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh, or because the 918 that Paul Walker crashed in was the farthest thing from a 911. It had a Formula One based V8 that revved to like 12,000 RPM and sounded like a Lamborghini. It just was it was a supercar. But 911s, the old ones, yes, you have to know how to drive them. They drive very differently. The new 911s, they've basically worked out all of those bugs. The weight distribution has never been that far off, even though people think rear engine, it's got to be so tail heavy, but it's not. It's only like 48-52 or 46-54. It's pretty close to 50-50, even on the old 911s. But since you have that weight so much far away from the center of gravity, they do behave differently. So you do have to know how to drive them. They say Porsches, you turn right to go left and you turn left to go right. And it's the truth. Like when you're on the track and you hook yourself into a turn.
Just me for 1 minute. I'm just going to the toilet. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, on
but
track.
that one that Walker died in.
What's that?
That one that Walker died in. That's called the Spider, isn't it? What's the 918?
918 Spider.
Didn't they stop making them?
Yeah,
they stopped making them because people would kill themselves in them.
Well, I don't know about that, but they were low production, and I believe they've stopped making them. And they were a really, really special car. But today they're $2-3 million, and
they're big money now.
Yeah, they were full blown supercar, all carbon fiber chassis, everything Formula One, basically Formula One based car. It had Porsche used to make engines for Formula One cars, and they basically took one of their Formula One engines and detuned it for the street and put it in that car. That's why it sounded so amazing, And you pull up sound clips of a 918, you're just like, you'd think it was a Lambo, because Lambos have that V12 super high pitch scream, and a lot of Ferraris do as well. So did the 918 Porsche. It just. It was.
They make a hybrid. Is there a hybrid of that? Is there a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid?
I believe they were hybrids. I think they all were hybrids.
Okay. With a
might be wrong, but
naturally aspirated 4.6 litre naturally aspirated. But what was the big problem with them that they V8 developing 447 kilowatts of that's 600 horsepower. 600 horsepower at 8,700 RPM.
Yeah.
With two electric motors delivering an additional 210 kilowatts for combined output of 1,280 Newton meters of torque. Fuck. They're a beast.
That's enough to be like breaking your tires loose at 80, 90 miles an hour and just punching it and breaking the tires loose. That's just insane horsepower, and that is probably the main reason a lot of people were killed in them, because
and they're a 7-speed too, dual clutch 7-speed. Wow.
Okay. I had a dual clutch 7-speed in my 335i. I liked it, but I'd still rather have a manual.
Here we go. We got another super chat here. I want to talk to T-Dubs about life. T-Dubs.
Yes, mate. Life, mate.
Ah!
It's not always a Chinese buffet. Mate. It's not always a Chinese buffet.
T-Dubs, I want to say thanks very much for coming on here. It's
That's all right, mate. Thought I'd help you out.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, you've had a very good life. You've had children. You've traveled. How's your health going? You're keeping an eye on your health?
The last blood work I had done, mate, he said everything's fine. He said actually my cholesterol's gone down.
Good.
Yeah.
Would you ever go overseas now, or you're happy? You're happy where you are. You got a good apartment.
Go overseas, mate. The head wants to do a lot of things, mate, but the body sort of, you know, I'd like to, but fuck, I don't know, mate. I think that sometimes you just got to be content with what you've got and where you're at.
Yeah.
Accepting everything the way things are. I mean, I could sit around all day and think about the past, but it's gone, you know. Like I look at my youngest boy yesterday. He's 28. You know, he's got a good car. He's got a boat. He's into spear diving. You know, they go down the ocean and that arch, and he's a bit of a daredevil. You know, he's a bit of an adventurer, and I worry about him. You know, with all the sharks, and he doesn't go by himself. I tell him that don't ever go out by yourself. He's got mates.
Well, you're supposed to always go diving. You always have to have somebody with you. That's the first rule they teach you.
Yeah, but they don't. This is not like aqualung diving. They free dive. They free dived it, and we went to the shop. It's a real big thing now that we went to the shop in Southport called Adreno, and they've got all these huge guns, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 guns. You know, these big Italian wooden guns. It's sort of taken off now with the young blokes. It's a real, and he gets some good fish. You know, because he does it primarily for his mum. You know, because she likes seafood, so he gets a lot of fish for her. But I just worry, you know. But the thing is that he's got mates that he goes with, and I say that to him: don't ever go by yourself. He goes down the artificial reef at Palm Beach, Narrowneck there, the Bags.
Look, T-Dubs, you can only give guidance. What more can you really give, T-Dubs? You know.
Well,
you can only
that's
give
the
guidance.
thing. I don't tell him what to do. You know, he's. We had a lot of issues with him when he was a youngster, you know. And I look at him now, and he's a big strapping lad, 6'2". He's built like a dunny door. And I think,
that's amazing. You should be proud of yourself. You've got nice kids. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
that's fantastic.
Their mother's
T-Dubs.
The mother's she's a good mum, and I said that to him. I said, "Look, you've got good friends, you've got good mates. You know, he used to be right into the gym, weightlifting and that, you know, and building himself up. But he's got out of that now, and he's But I said to him, you know, like, he's fit and healthy. You know, there's a lot of others out there that can't do the things that he does. You know, like diving down, you know, 10 meters or so into the ocean, and
T-Dubs, let me ask you this.
Mate, I don't know.
Have many What would you like to? Any love interest in the T-dub scene?
No, mate. Who'd want an old, ugly old mug like me?
Why you say that,
Huh?
T-dubs? You got a lot going for you.
Yeah. Do you think so? I don't know.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, T-dubs?
I've been out of the game for a long time, March.
Sorry?
Been out of the game for a long time.
That's okay. What's wrong with that?
What's love, March? What's love though? Is it? What's love?
What is
What's
any of these?
love got to do with
Any
it?
of these T-dubs?
I wouldn't mind a bit of companionship, but the thing is, I don't like being smothered, Arch. You know what I mean? I don't like being smothered with love, and I think that's what's happened in the past. You know, I don't like that smothering. I thought I did, but then, you know, maybe I'm a selfish prick. I'm a bit of a selfish prick, I guess, in relationships.
That's okay. At least you're honest, don't you think?
Well, you got to be honest, mate. You got to be honest with yourself and everybody and the people around you. You know, you got to be honest because there's no good bullshitting about yourself. You got to be honest. You know, I was a selfish prick, I guess, in my marriage. I could have been a bit more, you know, but, fuck. Love interests, I don't know, mate. Love interests, you know.
Yeah. You can only try your best, T-dubs.
I think it's in a relationship. It's got to there's giving, you know, giving and taking. You got to be
compromise.
If you want to get, yeah, you got to in a relationship. You've got to be prepared to do that. Prepared to.
But you've had a great life, T-dubs. You've had children. You've gone to Hong Kong. You went many times overseas. You can't complain about that.
Yeah.
No?
No, I'm not complaining, mate. I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all.
You've lived a great life, T-dubs. I think you got a lot
Yeah,
to be proud of.
I'm a bit of a spendthrift though. An accountant said that to me years ago. He said, "You're a bit of a spendthrift, aren't you?" He said, "You're a bit of a spendthrift."
Yeah, I totally agree with him. He obviously took you to lunch as well one time, did he?
No, we were sitting in a solicitor's office. I was having a bit of an argy-bargy with my older brother over a company we had. And
yes.
Yeah. And I think I wanted to get my dirty fingers into the trust account, you know, because I thought I wasn't getting enough. Well, it was my fucking money anyway. But when I look back, I should have just pulled my horns in, pulled my head in, and look, Arch, we can all sit. You know, we get to this stage in life, we can sit around and. Well, I know what you mean. You know, trying to be a bit more positive.
Think you get another love interest? I mean, you're late 50s, right? You still got
I've just turned 60.
Late 50s, early 60s, okay.
Mm.
You still got, 10, 20 years left. Do you think you get another love interest?
In Australia, I don't know. I don't know, mate.
Would you get another
I suppose
Asian lady?
I don't know, mate. I think, when you're talking about relationships with any Asian or Australian or European, it's all the same, mate. Really, when it boils down.
Mikey, you're a young
women.
guy.
My uncle of mine said women are a strange breed of cattle.
Yeah.
And you've got to be open and honest, I think, with them. Relationships they're not easy, mate. They're hard work. That's what I don't want, is the work, Arch, the work involved in it. I don't want the work, mate. You've got to put in all that work with it. I think I'm burnt out from that. You go through a marriage and kids and divorce, and that's why you went round again, mate. Obviously you love your second wife, and you had the 2 boys with her, with Hiromi. You must love her to bits, but I don't think I could go around again. I never did try. I knew a lot of guys that would they'd get divorced and move on to the next one and have another family. I just thought, fuck, no, it's too much hard work.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm not bagging guys that do it. I mean, you meet someone, you fall in love, and you want to start a family whilst you can. But I think if you're asking me, do I want like another family, like children as well? No. I don't know. No. I think I've had my shot at that. So.
But that's
as an interest.
You've had a good run. We got a super chat from JD, $5. Arch, when did you get your first Speedmaster, and what made you choose that watch? So I came to chronographs late. I originally, in the 90s, late 80s, I never really liked chronographs. Never liked them. And it wasn't the first chronograph I fell in love with was the Breguet Type 20. And it's Breguet Type 20. And I got to tell you,
Did you have one in steel, Arch? The Type 20?
After I liked the Breguet,
I really wanted.
Yeah, after the Breguet Type 20, I thought, you know what? I want to try. Then I made me realize, hey, the Speedmaster is like the icon, and they were affordable. And I thought, I'm going to give that a go. So that's what happened. I got a Speedy. I got a Speedmaster. I gave it a go. That was it. Yes. Yes.
They were really, the Speedmaster were really, it was a racing chronograph, wasn't it, to start with? It was just the man on the moon thing, wearing it to the lunar
Yeah, originally it was a racing, a car racing type watch. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Originally designed for car racing, for sure.
When you talk about we were talking about the Bolivar yesterday. The Bolivar compared with the Bolivar Lunar Pilot compared with the Speedies, and the history with the Bolivar, and the Bolivar, they actually did the instruments inside the lunar modules. You know that? They did all the instrumentation. It wasn't Omega, it was all Bolivar. Inside the craft, Archie, the spacecraft. With NASA.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, Bolivar's got a lot of history with NASA. The reason I think they went with what was the reason they went with the Speedy? Wasn't it to do with the Hesselite?
They tested
Yeah.
at Rolex. They tested.
Part of it.
They felt it was the. They did some tests, and that's the one that went the best.
I
That's
know
what they
part
said.
of the decision was because of the Hesselite, because they didn't want if it got broken, if the crystal got broken in
Yeah, but
space.
the Rolex had a Hesselite as well, Michael,
Oh, okay, okay.
because that was a 4-digit Daytona. It was
Okay.
actually a manual wind Daytona. This is one of the ones Doc would have. Because you're talking, they went to the moon. When did they go to the moon? 69.
69. 69, Arch. Yep.
But
Remember that 69.
I got to tell you,
You know the Boulevard they've got a meteorite dial of that lunar pilot now. It's a limited edition, 5,000 pieces, meteorite dial. Pull it up, have a look at it.
Which one's that, T? Give me the what was that? The Omega Speedmaster. Which one are you talking about?
No, the Boulevard lunar pilot. They do a meteorite dial. It's limited to 5,000 pieces.
Yes. Let's
Meteorite.
bring that baby up. The Boulevard Lunar Pilot. What do you think?
Meteorite.
Fuck, I don't like that brand. You know? Boulevard Lunar Pilot. Meteorite. Meteorite Lunar Pilot. Just going to pull it up now. We're going to get this baby on the screen so we can see what the Dubs is talking about. The T-Dubs! T-Dubs! We're going to get him on the screen now. This is the Lunar Pilot. Look at this watch. Limited to 5,000 pieces. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty.
Not a bad. It's a bead blasted. I think it's titanium. The case is titanium, much. So it's.
How big is it?
Yeah,
43.5.
It's quartz.
43.5, Mikey.
It uses
sandblasted silver titanium.
Quartz. It's quartz.
Yeah, it's a citizen movement, but very accurate. Very accurate.
Most quartz are.
Does it give us a price? Yes, it's about 1,500. So what's that? 2,500 Aussie, 1,500 US. Yeah, it's a lot of money for one. But
yeah.
There we go on the screen now. Boulevard Lunar Pilot. Big Tony, $2. Arch, do you milk the poison out daily? That is a good question. Good question. No, definitely not. Not in my age. I'm old.
No, not in
now.
our age, Arch. We're old farts, mate.
Once a month would be good, wouldn't it, there, T-Dubs?
Yeah, once a week or something, you know. She says some nice sights down at Aussie Fair, mate. Some nice sights down there, mate. Lots of eye candy. Yeah.
This Boulevard is really sharp.
Candy down at the Goldie. We've got to go to the Goldie. We've got to go to the Goldie. I want to go to the Goldie. The Goldie has
mate.
It all.
No, I like Brisbane too. I like Brisbane City. I like going up in the mall and looking around all the shops, you know, looking in at Ronnie's and the other watch shops and there. Brisbane's really come on, you know, in the last 30 years.
I got to tell you, this Boulevard it's quite charming. The pushers, look at the pushers there. They're like paddle pushers.
Yeah, the paddle pushers and
T-Dubs, I want to ask you something. In your life, are you happy? Can I ask you that? Are you happy?
look, I think someone's got a call. I think
Oh,
you're
no, that's,
happy. Look, I think people are walking. You know, they say people are walking around laughing and giggling and carrying on all the time. They're as mad as a cut snake. I don't walk around laughing and giggling all the time, but
No.
you know, being happy. I think it's being able to accept. Acceptance is a big thing with me. Acceptance and being content. You know, like yesterday, my son came up and picked me up. Being able to spend an hour or two with him, you know, and we came back and we had some cake. I got a big mud cake from Woolies. We had some cake and ice cream and had a bit of a laugh.
Well, your birthday was yesterday?
No, it wasn't a birthday. Wasn't a birthday, mate. We were just
celebrating,
you know,
just having some fun. Oh, we've lost T-Dubs. What a wonderful day T-Dubs had with his son there, and yeah, no, that's fantastic. That's really T-Dubs. That is living, you know, when you can have time with your son. I would certainly love to have cake.
You know what I've had, Arch? I've had a.
Fortunately, it's not.
Yeah, I know. Look, I don't bring that up.
No,
because I know what you've been through and what you're going through. So,
T-Dubs.
What makes us happy? It's an individual type of thing, isn't it? I mean, I've got a roof over my head, Arch. My rent's paid. My utilities are paid. I've got food in the fridge. I might not have a flash motor car. I haven't got a Rolex on my wrist anymore. But my needs are met, you know? If your needs are met.
You've had flash motor cars.
That's it, mate.
They don't necessarily make you happy, but.
No, they don't. They don't. And that's where I tricked myself. I thought that was happiness. You know, I thought that was happiness. I thought it was happiness to, you know, get in a nice car. And I mean, it's good to have those things and enjoy them and be able to enjoy them for what they are.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite? What was your favorite?
I can't really say a favorite. What, you're talking about a brand or?
Any car. I used to love the Fairlanes. I love the Fairlanes.
Yeah, my father had a Fairlane.
They were expensive. They were expensive.
You had a gold Fairlane.
What year? This is early 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 72, 73, I think it was.
Oh, I know the one. The Coca-Cola body one.
The
XB
big
sort of one.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah, the big ones. The big ones.
Yeah, the first ones weren't the first Rancheros based on the Fairlane?
No, this is Australian ones, Mike. Our ones were they were based on the American design, but they were kind of different. Australian.
Right.
I'll show you, Mikey. 19 Ford. I'll show you Ford. Fairlane. 1972. Have a look at this.
In America, Fairlane was kind of not a real high-end car.
Here we go. This is what they look like.
No, they weren't.
1972 would be like this, Mikey. T-Dub.
Remember the LTDs, Arch? The LTDs? Remember the LTD they did?
Like this.
They had all the tricks in them. They had
like
electronic windows.
Completely different. I guess I'm thinking of the older
You
Fairbanks.
know what I really liked was the Ford Landau, the Ford LTD Landau. Remember the Landau coupes? The Landaus.
Yeah, the Landau.
Remember those?
The Landau. Yeah, the Landau.
I
Yeah,
thought
the
they were
LTD
so
Landau.
cool. They were expensive. They were expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the Statesman?
They were
Remember
not
the
cheap.
Statesman, the Holden Statesman?
Yeah. 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 Amazing stuff, Mikey.
For ride wise, yeah, for ride, probably the best ride I had was the XC I had. A 78 XC 302.
XC.
Not a big block. Yeah, 4-door. I drove it to Sydney and back a couple of times.
Oh,
It's a
you
good
had
ride.
an XC.
Big motor, so expensive on the juice.
What colour did you
was
have?
thirsty.
What colour
it was
did you have?
A bit lighter tone than that. Was a blue, like a grey bluish.
Remember, they had the jack. You had to, if you jacked it up, you needed to jack it up on the bumper. Remember that?
Mm.
I remember
Yeah.
those jacks.
You remember the jack? You used to work
like
on the
a hook.
bumper?
I never worked on any of my cars. I'm not a mechanic, mate. I always took them to the mechanics. I haven't got a mechanical bone in my body, really. But it was a nice car.
Yeah, it looks like a fine sedan.
That's the show for today. I want to
Went
thank
like the powers of
everybody.
piss, huh? Went like the powers of piss, Mikey. Polycarbs.
Yes. I want to thank everybody who super chatted today, guys. We've got one more super chat. Little Dave, $2. Mike the Snake, how would your car go against a Mercedes C63?
I don't know. I don't know what a
That's
C63
a modern car.
is.
I mean, a modern car, of course, would beat a classic car, but
I don't know. It depends on the classic car. Like mine in particular is one of those ones that might give that car a run for its money, for sure.
Sirocco's in the chat, Arch. Just shout out to Sirocco. Hope he's doing well.
Sirocco, man,
Hope
we
he's
love
okay.
you. Sirocco, jump on,
Get
because
well,
I'm going to
man.
end the stream. Jump on and say hello to us in the back room. Just jump on. I won't put you up until the show's over. Jump on and say hello to us once I end the show. Guys, I want to thank everybody who super chatted today. Let's go through the list. We had Rich Mitch. We had Patek Philippe. We had Showcase Watches. Patek Philippe, Mr. Bark. Patek Philippe, Rich Mitch. Patek Philippe, Mr. Bark. Patek Philippe, The Watch Hangout, Mr. Bark. P-Clan, Patek Philippe, CB, Ryan J. O'Fray, Patek Philippe, CB, Patek Philippe, CB. Patek Philippe, CB, Secret Uzi Monies, Patek Philippe, Secret Uzi's Monies, Mr. Bark, Secret Uzi's Monies, Patek Philippe, Secret Uzi's Monies, MX5NC. That's my favorite shape, MX5. Patek Philippe, Uzi, Herman Love, Uzi, Patek Philippe, GB, Little Dave, GB, JD, Big Tony, and Little Dave. I'm just going to post the link there. Jump on Sirocco and say hello to the guys. We got Mikey, we got T-Dubs. We're hanging back a bit. Jump on and we'll put you on after I end the stream. Guys, it was an interesting show today. Have fun with your watches. I'm going to wear my JLC, gold JLC today. I'll wear the thing. Enjoy it. Have some fun. That's the important thing you got to do. Have some fun and enjoy your life. We're here.
Archie,
Yes, Mikey.
In the chat, Sirocco responded saying, "Too difficult to type on my phone, so forgive me," is what he wrote. Sirocco
Okay,
Sales.
Yeah, you did right.
So,
No,
I
that's
just
okay,
wanted
man.
to let
It's
you know
not a-
about that. Carry
It's
on.
it's not a destination, Arch. It's a journey. It's a journey, mate. We're on, so enjoy it. We're only here
No,
once.
that's exactly it. Exactly it. It's a good time, guys. I want to say a big
Good
thank
talking to you,
you
Mikey.
to
I'll
everybody.
catch you again tomorrow sometime.
Guys, thank you
Sounds
so
good,
much.
man.
And guys, we will be back tomorrow. Please come again and see you later. See you later, guys. Mikey, it's great to have you on, man.